How is everyone doing today? I hope you're all doing well. We have a very special day today ahead of us. Clax, thank you so much for the tier 1, brother. Hoping for anything 7R. Doesn't even have to be a gameplay tease. Could be a logo and title reveal, and I've been satisfied. Black Lion Guard, thank you for the tier 1, brother. I forgot I even had that, like, that notification sound, like, set up. But since we're back on, like, vanilla OBS, I remember I had it set up on there. It kind of surprised me. I'm putting my last minute title prediction out that I haven't seen others mention. FF7 Reshape. That is an interesting one. Because I think, or I imagine, they would want to stick with, like, the general naming convention. I like Reshape, right? Because I think they want to stick with something that sounds vaguely like remake, right? Rebirth also implies, like, a remake. And so you would think, I'll be widescreen for right now. So yeah, you would think that something, holy shit, that was loud. My bad. Hold on, let me actually, I'll fix that. I'll fix that. I might be loud too. I think I just peaked. Let me know if I peak. Let me see. Okay, it should be fixed now. Okay. At least I think. And if it's not, then my bad. But it should be. Final Fantasy VII regret? No, chat, come on. Be nice. Regurgitate, refund? Come on, guys. Final Fantasy VII Rin is due. Okay. That's the best one. Okay. No one's topping that, bro. No one's topping that. I'm sorry. FF7 Rent is due. Let's fucking go. Crossy, what's up, man? I hope SE shows up with Elliot because it would mean platforms other than Switch 2 can try the demo. So weird that demo was console. Yeah, because they were talking about not continuing the console exclusivity shit anymore. And then here they are continuing console exclusivity, but with Nintendo. And I'm just like, yo, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? So I really like Reclaim. I think Reclaim is like a really strong title. I would say that's in like the top 3 titles that I think they would do. I would imagine okay, it does still go off. My bad. My boy Cloud Strife, first class, thank you so much for the tier 1. Thank you for joining us for 36 months. God damn, brother. You're the best. That's how, okay. I just deactivated it. Because, again, we switched from Streamlabs back to OBS. And there's a ton of, like, let's just say legacy settings on here that I forgot about. And, yeah, I think that that's pretty loud. So, don't worry. I just turned it off. It won't scare you anymore. I promise. It won't scare you anymore. I just turned off the sound for good. I thought I fixed the volume. But yes. Anyways. Revenge would be so dark, man. I would fucking love Final Fantasy VII Revenge. Okay. These are like my top titles for it. Revenge, Reclaim, and End of Final Fantasy VII. They'll never fucking do End of Final Fantasy VII. Squall UA, thank you so much for the tier 1. I appreciate it. And see, I told you guys, I turned it off. I turned off the loud sound. Brother, thank you so much for being with us on a 53-month streak. Jesus, bro. Thank you for... That's a few years, actually. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, dude. I think you are like one of my most consistent chatters, like, period. I remember you back like when I was first streaming, like FF14. Thank you so much, brother. Gonna be FF7 refund because half the fans are gonna bitch and moan for one reason or another. And it cannot live up to the hype of the fans and theories have built up in nearly a decade. This project has gone on. And that's like really the tough part, I think, is living up to all the theories and everything that's happened. Because it's definitely going to be something different. Thunder's Production, thank you so much for the super chat. FF7 Remake 3 hype. Brother, I hope it's here. I hope we're not fools. And Axel794, thank you so much for a super chat. Woohoo, party time. Let the DMC6 rumor be true. I actually strangely believe the DMC6 rumor because I feel like Capcom has just been really on it with their IPs, and it would also make a lot of sense that they have like the Devil May Cry animated series, which I know people have feelings about, but I feel like that's part of the marketing for further building up the Devil May Cry IP, and it would make sense for them to build that IP up before the inevitable release of DMC6. And DMC5 sold so fucking well. I believe DMC5 is like the best-selling character action game. Well, I don't know, because it would depend if you'd call like the Neo God of War games character action games. But we'll just say it's the best-selling Devil May Cry for sure. And the best-selling character action game in like the normal sense of being a character action games, because I don't really know if I would call the new God of Wars like character action games in that sense. But going back to like Crossy's point here, would I ever stream DMC games someday? I streamed actually. I streamed me playing some of them actually back when 16 was coming out in the lead up, because I was curious about it, and I also played like a little bit of not Devil May Cry, Dragon's Dogma, to get like a sense for Suzuki's style. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if there is anything that Remake 3 can do to, say, unite the fans, let's just say. I don't know if that's even possible. Because, I mean... Okay, so right now, there is a split between people who think it's a remake and people who think it's a sequel. There are people that think that like Aerith will come back to life, and there are people who think that she won't, or that she was saved in another timeline, or that she won't, and that there's multiple timelines, or that there isn't, and that, and so there's all these different things, and unfortunately, the divide on a lot of those things is not insignificant, and so I think that, invariably someone is going to kind of be disappointed in some way. But I don't know, like my strangest prediction, right? My strangest prediction, this may not be true, or it might be, is that I feel like I will enjoy the story of Remake 3 more than people who enjoyed the story of the first two games. That's actually my prediction. I think the reason that's the case is because I've already gone through all the stages of grief with FF7 deviating from the original, and I now just have like literally no expectations, not in like a negative sense, just in like a sense where it's like I don't really have like a set idea of what part 3 is going to be. I'm not really in a camp about like what I think it should be. I don't have any like It's definitely this or it's definitely that. I don't have any of those things. Everybody else I know has those things. I don't. So I feel like I'm in a position to just enjoy it for what it is, which I think that ironically, a lot of people who actually enjoy 7 even more than me and enjoy the remakes even more than me are probably not actually in a position to readily like just enjoy and accept it for like what it is. Right? Yeah, a lot of people are not like really open to say like whatever happens with this series happens or like whatever happens with the third game happens, right? They are very hinged on like believing that one thing has to happen or the other thing has to happen, and if it doesn't happen, then the devs have betrayed us. I don't have that like that mentality about anything going into part 3. I also think that's why I enjoyed Rebirth more too than some people did, because again, I already went through all the stages of grief with it, and then I was kind of just like, okay, well, what's it like as a game? I'm like, okay, it's pretty fun. I still like these characters. It's whatever, man. NSP went from the remake hater to the low-key liking it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's more or less what happened, is that like, you know, I had that visceral reaction to the ending of Remake 1, and I'm like, what the fuck are they doing with the story? And now I'm just like, yeah, man, whatever. I enjoy the games. The games are good. They're like the best thing FF has had going on in like so long. I don't care anymore. Clax, thank you so much for the 300 bits. FF7 Relive, hear me out. First, you have to make a baby, then it's born, then it goes through life. Plus, the live stream is a major part of FF7. They won't mention the first part of the logic, but they will mention the live stream, calling it now. Baby Seal is a huge fan of Relive as well, Clax. Or Relive. I guess you would say Relive. But then everyone would have the expectation that means like Zach or Aerith are gonna like relive, which debatably Zach may have already be alive. Zach Dixon, thank you so much for this super chat. I kind of feel a little blessed coming into this series new. I have only ever played the remake saga and I love it. That's awesome. And Zach, that is still why I recommend to a lot of people who are looking to get into the Final Fantasy series, I still recommend to them the remake games, because I genuinely do think that if you're going into this and this is like your first experience with Final Fantasy VII, I don't think you're going to give a shit in the same way that us like FF unks really care about this stuff, right? And also, whether you do or you don't, I think that people's attachment to the characters in the world, typically, in my experiences, motivates people to go and play, go back and play the OG game in many such cases. Have you talked about the KH1 remake or FF9 remake? The KH1 remake rumor is 100% fake. Every reliable source has basically debunked it. So sorry to say, that one has no validity. That one's also a rumor. FF9R versus KH1 is like the definition of a rumor versus a leak, right? FF9 remake was a leak. We knew that was happening at some point or somewhere. Might still be happening, might be canceled. It is kind of looking like Nate the Hate might be right on that one, that it's canceled. I hate to say. We don't know. But in either case, FF9 remake was a database leak. That's how that started, right? Whereas KH1 Relux is something that a motherfucker just made the fuck up because he wanted attention on the internet. So those are like the two different things. Because I like, some people like get upset like when you talk about FF9 remake because they're like, it's just a rumor. I'm like, no, it's not a rumor. It leaked, bro. That's fundamentally different. One thing is that like, hey, we literally hacked your database and like we found we found the data that shows that you are creating this thing, which happened twice, right? And the other one is just like, I heard from a guy whose uncle works at Nintendo. And FF9R was again revealed in a hack, essentially, a database exploit, not a rumor that, well, I heard from this guy and I heard from this guy and people are talking about it. That's like the fundamental difference. But like whenever like news comes up about it, or like whenever we have to talk about it, people are like, oh, it's just a rumor. I'm like, no. That's not how we found this out. This is not like a 4chan guy who's been spreading the propaganda that it existed. This is fundamentally different. My hope with part 3, the devs sticking to a direction, the end of Remake promised a whole new story, and then 80% of Rebirth was just FF7 but slower. It wasn't exactly an untold story, so either commit to being new or different. I mean, and that's like the thing. I can't toe the line again. The thing about Rebirth is that like at the end is where it kind of started to pick up that promise again that the first game laid out, but throughout most of it, it feels like it didn't really pick up that promise at all. Sleep Easy, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well. Super stoked for today. Yeah, we're probably gonna be disappointed, but I'm still happy anyway, man. Whatever happened to news about the TV show? Actually, we got some good news about the TV show. So what happened with the Final Fantasy IX animated series, which, by the way, for those who don't know, is actually a sequel to FF9. It's a sequel series. And it's supposed to be about Vivi's children, apparently. He, like, made children before he died, like, magically, I guess. Giant Monkey Butt. Thank you for the super chat. I got my clown shoes on. Are we ready? Hell yes, we're ready. Hell yes. Yeah, so like, the FF9 animated series is a sequel about Vivi's children that he makes. And, like the story picks up from there. Yeah. Yeah, and so anyways, the sequel series is back on. It's back on. It was originally thought to be canceled because the studio that was working on it went under. However, they've had a brand new studio pick it back up. So the series is eventually coming. But it was planned and it should have been out by now. Probably like the FF9 remake, which I suspect was probably meant for the anniversary and is not out yet. FF9 is my white whale in the series. Every time I play it and make any real progress, something either happens to my save, the system I am playing it on, or life in general messes up my run. Dang, that sucks. Everyone has a game like that though, too. I'm just glad people are talking about FF9 again. I mean, yeah, because we also had like the Dawn Trail expansion, which was really focused on FF9. But goddamn, do I hope that the next FF14 expansion is just like, this is not a reference to any Final Fantasy game. We're just doing something completely new. Because I feel like I'm so tired of FF references in 14 now, actually. To the point of where now when I see like an FF reference in it, I'm just like, keep going. Anyways, Giant Monkey Butt, thank you for another super chat. I still think FF9 Remake didn't get canceled. It's being held back for the show release. I do think that they wanted to time it together, right? Like it was all supposed to happen together. And if you think about it, it's like a really good marketing plan. All the merch that they're putting out for the 25th anniversary, Dawn Trail coming out, a new animated series. They're basically firing off on all cylinders, which is how they like should be marketing, these types of projects. Kind of really the way they should have been marketing Final Fantasy VII Remake in some ways, because I'm telling you guys, I don't understand why the fuck Final Fantasy VII did not get an animated series accompanying it. I really don't. I think they should have made an entire like FF7 anime that animates the entire re-trilogy story, and you can just watch each season to be caught up on the game, right? So like you can watch season 1, and that would basically be the entire story of Final Fantasy VII Remake told as a game. And that would have came out, or should have came out, right before Rebirth came out. So you could just play Rebirth and pick up the story from watching the anime, right? Like you would literally be able to start with Rebirth just from having watched the anime, right? And then when part 3 is coming out, they would have like season 2 coming out, and season 2 would have been an entire recap of Final, like not just like recap, but like an entire animated adaptation of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So guess the fuck what? You could literally watch season 1 and 2 and just be like, oh, you can hop directly into part 3 day 1 without having ever touched the first 2 games, as long as you kept up with the 2 anime adaptations, and just start playing that. And that would have been great marketing, and that would have kept everyone on the same page, and people who have never played FF7 would be able to tune into the animated series and be able to watch it and be able to keep up with it. It would have been great. That was the plan that they needed. You know what would have been a really fucking cool thing for SE to show up with? FF Tactics Advance 1-2 remasters, or a remaster port of Even Vagrant Story. I think that'll happen, because right now, frankly, it doesn't seem like they're putting out new games. I mean, obviously they're putting out new games, but like if you look at the bulk majority of their output at the moment, it is remakes, remasters, and ports, like overwhelmingly so. So they are not putting out like brand new stuff right now. It's all. So I do think that, you know, obviously they have to keep digging for things to remake and remaster, so they'll put it out eventually. I remember Square saying they were going through a rebirth/resurrection phase with their pipeline of games. I'm expecting sometime. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. I'm saying that they're going through a rebirth/resurrection phase with their pipeline of games. I'm expecting sometime next year at 2028 for us to notice any consistent releases. Yeah, I think that like I think that 2027, 2028 is when we're going to be dealing with, or we're going to feel like we're dealing with a different Square Enix, right? Because basically all of the adjustments that they're making, all of the like gear shifts that they're making behind the scenes, it takes a lot of time for it to actually show up in game development, right? Because developing a game, bare minimum, like speedy development, is like 3 years, right? But more often than not, it's about 5 years. And so, you know, anything that's that's going on right now, anything that you see right now, it takes the AAA pipeline an insanely long time to adjust to it. 2 to 3 year turnaround is actually quite fast, right? Because remember, shit really didn't hit the fan until like, I guess like 2024. Well, yeah, I guess like 2024 is where things like started to get kind of difficult, right? Because that was after 16 was out, and then Rebirth launched, and then that's when they're like, didn't meet expectations. So, yeah. So I do think that by the time that we hit 2028, yeah, it'll have been 4 years, and at that point, we will have maybe seen some adjustments in terms of what their strategy is for delivering games, what games that they're making, what games are coming out. What I really think that Square needs to do right now is that I think that Square needs to have like their own. You guys remember like Uncovered Final Fantasy 15? And big like hour long event that was just dedicated to all like the FF15 stuff that Square Enix had in the pipeline, and it was massive. And I think that they need to have like an Uncovered Square Enix event where it's just like, these are all the major things that Square Enix is working on, and they need to and I hate to say this, but just like purely on the optics, I think that like, whether those games are super ready or not, they need to show off that like, hey, we are working on games. Games are in development. Here is an update on all of our current titles, right? Like, here is what Yoko Taro has been working on. This is Kingdom Hearts 4. This is like, a sneak tease at like what we have planned for like maybe FF17. Basically, or like a teaser for Dragon Quest 12 if it's not ready, like whatever the fuck, like just showing off all of these things and saying, yeah, this is like our future, like this is what you can expect from us for like the next couple of years and everything that's currently in our pipeline. And I think if they did something like that, I'd be really happy. I think most fans would be really happy. I think it would turn the narrative around on Square Enix overnight. So that's, and again, even if it's cinematics and even if it's teasers and stuff like that, I think that if they got something together and they just said, look, we do have stuff in the works. There are things happening. It is not doom and gloom. We have games. We're making games. It's more than just remasters and ports. We got big stuff in the works. I think that is actually the type of event that they need to put out if they really and truly want to turn things around, like in terms of their public perception right now. I know this is the resident Falcom fan sucking condos Falcom dick here, but SE got to plant a spy in their office and figure out how the hell a company with 69-ish staff recently gone to 80-ish are pumping out multiple games a year along with remasters and ports. They're super efficient for sure. Are you the guy who made the Final Fantasy Versus 13 videos? Possibly. Probably, yeah. Probably so. That might be me. That does kind of fit my description loosely. With Falcom, I really do admire their output. It's so incredible. I think that Square Enix's games, in terms of visual fidelity, are just they're too high end, I think, in a sense, where I don't know if they could ever like do what Falcom does with like the same number of team and it still be like what people are necessarily expecting or wanting from FF, right? But I do think that if they were putting out some of their AA games like that and they were able to do some of that, then I think that'd be great. And I think we're actually kind of seeing that level of output come from, ironically, Team Asano. I think that Team Asano and the HD2D staff have really been able to do frequent releases, have a very dedicated audience, be able to, probably a mega fuck ton of code reusage and asset reusage that's able to happen with their games all the time. They built like a really solid pipeline. They have a really solid following, and you can see them just like churning out like these HD 2D games in such a rate that is like just fucking ridiculous, right? I think Sora and Fortnite is tied into Cage 4, maybe that Disney Plus series, which is what I think they should also do with 7R3, like a Netflix anime, like you're saying. Yes. Um, yeah, so for those of you who don't know, there is a rumor going around, like a Kingdom Hearts rumor that actually might be real, not fake. But I do think that this signals that Kingdom Hearts is getting an update this year. I genuinely believe we're not going to go a full year this year and not have a Cage 4 update, but we'll take a look at this. Fortnite Kingdom Hearts leak surfaces. This comes from Vice. Here's what they say. If you did a double take of that headline, you are not alone. Let me zoom this in for you guys just a little bit. Okay, there we go. If you, however, according to a new leaker from popular data miner, I don't know how you say this, Adira FN Info, a Fortnite Kingdom Hearts collab is currently being developed by Epic Games. Even more interesting, though, is that the insider also claims that the surprise collab could be released in Fortnite Chapter 7 Season 2. I don't know what the fuck that means, because I'm too much of an unk to play Fortnite. The data miner posted the leak in a February 11th post on X. So let's check that out. I mean, yeah, he says it. I mean, that is what it says. Oh shit, you guys don't even see it. Yeah, true. I mean, I'm like extraordinarily surprised that this could be happening, but I mean, yeah, you know. I still don't understand why Square didn't collab with Astrobot. Bro, I don't understand why they didn't put Cloud in fucking Fortnite. Still a mystery to me. I think they put him in, what is it, Apex Legends? And it was like a terrible collab. I also wanted to highlight this right here while we're on Twitter. Metaphor Refantasio and Claire Obscure are also getting their own fucking collab. And this is pretty crazy because I imagine that a lot of people are crashing the fuck out about this one, right? It's just so funny. I think that this really highlights fandom psychosis. How made the fuck up every like thing is on the internet, right? Because if you listen to people on the internet, some people will say like, oh, Expedition 33 like owns all the lame JRPGs. And you listen to some other people that are like, oh, like Expedition 33 is like it's a fake JRPG and it's a disgrace and all this other stuff. And then meanwhile, the developers are like, holy shit, we love you. And the other developers, the Japanese developers, are like, holy shit, we love you too. And like all this internet shit is just fake. All this internet shit is just made up, dog. Like it's not real. It's not real. These people like each other. In reality, even the Falcon president was recently talking about how much he loved Expedition 33. Bro, the internet is made the fuck up. It's not real. This shit is not real, dude. I promise you. It's all a psyop. Like, it's fake, dude. Like, it's fake. People really make you believe that it's like this war and it's this drama and like it's this versus that. And like in reality, it's usually not. it usually isn't the case. Let me see if I can find. There was actually a whole article on this from Persona Central. Oh, I found it. So let's look at this. Let me make sure that my. Oops. Atlas and Sandfall Interactive today released a Steam bundle including two of the most impactful RPGs in recent years, Metaphor ReFantazio and Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Explore two vast award-winning worlds. You skip down here. Actually, how much do you actually save in the bundle? Oh, 10%? Okay. That's a pretty decent deal for two games. That adds up. The developers of both titles have shared their love for each other's games. Clair Obscur Expedition 33 is critically acclaimed debut title released by Sandfall Interactive, winning Game of the Year, Best RPG, Best Game Direction, and more at the Game Awards. Metaphor ReFantazio is an original title from the creators of Persona 3, 4, and 5, taking home Best RPG, Best Narrative, and Best Art Direction at the Game Awards 2024. I'm very pleased to hear that a Steam bundle will be released with Expedition 33, a title that has received high praise around the world, said Katsuda Hashino, creative director of Metaphor ReFantazio. Expedition 33 is a work that conveys a deep understanding and a sincere dedication to the JRPG genre, crafted with great care down to the finest details. As someone who also creates RPGs, I found it to be truly inspiring. I am genuinely delighted to see Japanese-style RPGs being born and embraced not only from Japanese-based studios like ours, but places around the world through diverse creative approaches. While the two titles differ in their worlds and overall direction, players may find a shared spirit in how we approach and express the RPG genre. I hope that this bundle encourages players to experience both titles and enjoy the breadth of what RPGs can offer. Metaphor ReFantazio is a game that is really inspiring for us, said Guillaume Broche, Sandfall Interactive CEO and creative director. It tells a beautiful story in a completely new world that is masterfully crafted. It deals with heavy themes, but one resonates strongly with me is the importance of imagination in all aspects of life. Actually, I think that the two games have quite a lot in common on that front alone, without spoiling either of them. The cast is lovable, and the turn-based battle system is one of the best I have played. The reimagination of the traditional job system through archetypes is fantastic and opens up so many play styles that are fun to play around with. On top of that, the game has one of the most charismatic villains I've ever seen in an RPG. Bro has great taste because Luis Guillaburn is like one of the GOAT RPG villains. It is a great honor to be able to collaborate with Atlas on this bundle. And as I've been a fan of their work since Shin Megami Tensei Lucifer's Call, also known as Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne for some players. Chuds online. No. Okay. What I love about this is that not only does it upset the chuds, but it also like upsets like the angry anime PFPs who are like, it basically upsets like both of those extremes. Right? Because I think both of those are extremes are like made the fuck up. Right? Like the E33 like owns all RPGs and everything has been bad since like FF10. But also the people who are like E33's like fake JRPG for people who don't like really play them. Like all of those narratives are made up by people who don't fucking log off. Or they want to farm online. None of those things reflect reality. It certainly doesn't reflect how the developers feel about each other. Bro, and it's just like if you're on a computer or a phone all the time, why don't you try playing the fucking games? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn, bro. Like, just put the fucking phone down and actually play the games and then talk about them and then have like, a reasonable conversation, or at least like listen to their developers and like what they're saying, and and not just like bickering with fans about other made up shit that's not even fucking real. That's not even like a real dichotomy, right? Expedition 33 was made with love for JRPG, so anyone who tries to use it as like this condemnation of all modern JRPGs is wrong. And anyone who's on the extreme of like, anime PFP, this is like, shit game. It's like I think I've heard like some people say like I've heard people say like a lot of derogatory things about it. In kind of like defense of JRPGs in a way that it's all fucking insane. All of this stuff is just, if anything, what I want this to reveal to you guys is how media narratives, social media narratives, and shit that people can just make up and pit two things against each other that in reality are not actually fighting can be made up. And in the end, those two things are actually like not competing with each other whatsoever. So, I mean, like the perfect example actually would be like, and God, this is like so fucking insane to think about now, because it's been 6 years. But I remember like when Remake first came out, and you guys know I had pretty visceral reaction to Remake's ending. And then people would pit like me and like Sleep Easy to, like together. Like they'd be like, "Oh, bro, like go watch like Sleep Easy's video," and like the whole time they'd be like, "Oh, NSP this," or like Sleep Easy that, and like the whole time like me and him were like great friends. Me and him were like, just the best of bros, and like that just didn't even exist. Like what people were saying, and like the arguments in the comments that people were leaving, it was like entirely made the fuck up. But I never knew that. Yeah, dude. People were like, "Oh yeah, it's very funny because I've been pitted against. I think people know now because like I've collaborated with so many other creators, but I think at the time people would kind of pit like a lot of FF content creators together, and I'm like, dude, like we're all friends. What the fuck are you talking about? Like on different opinions about stuff, and I'm like, dude, like we're all like best friends. We just sometimes we have different takes on this stuff, and it's just it's whatever. But in people's heads, like they make up that like we're enemies maybe because we are different on some of these topics, and it's just not true. I'm not the biggest fan of E33. I think you know that. Don't hate it for any weird reasons. Just don't love that style of turn-based, bounced off Mario and Luigi and Paper Mario games as well. That style of combat just drains me, but I don't go out of my way to shit on it in a game over my preference because I am well-adjusted. Okay, slightly well-adjusted. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing, bro, is that like that is like the well-adjusted take. Like, no one's saying that you have to like both or either or anything. But it's just like the way people are like, like for example, like you wouldn't go and say everyone who likes like, Mario and Luigi or Paper Mario style, like, parry turn-based games are fucking like, are fucking weird. But like Twitter and like the internet is just fucking deranged. Oh, actually, yes. I'm glad you asked about this, Black Lion Guard. Speaking of friends, is Tog ever coming back? Also known as Terminally Online Gamers. That was one of my favorite podcasts. Yes, actually. So I was speaking with Daryl and Clark about this yesterday, and we really want to bring it back. We're hoping to maybe do an episode again after State of Play. So yes, we're going to bring it back. Claire, hello. How are you doing? Happy Black History Month to my favorite black man. Thank you so much. Hope you're doing well. Hell yeah, glad to hear. Yeah, I mean we fell off. We fell off super hard, and we We really regret it because actually we're looking at some of the comments and people are like, no new episode, sad face. They're like, damn, I really love this podcast. And we're like, fuck, we fucked up. It was hard because, um, I mean, obviously, all three of us are adults, and then like we realized how hard it is to get like a consistent schedule between all of us. Yeah, and that's really what it was. It's just it was like really hard to coordinate between all of our schedules. So what we're planning to do now is that we're gonna like I think we're gonna have like a system where we just cycle on and off. So some episodes it might just be like me and Daryl, or like an episode might be Daryl and Clark if I'm busy or something like that, and then like plus a guest or two. And so it may just be revolving. Who came up with the name Terminally Online, Baby Seal? That was him. He was really like about that name. So I was like, okay. Which is actually kind of ironic because I think, well, at least I can speak for myself. I do so much to try to not be terminally online because I understand that my nature will make me terminally online, if that makes sense. So I was like one of the first terminally online kids in existence. I know that sounds crazy, but I was terminally online back during fucking dial-up, right? And like when you wouldn't log off the internet on dial-up, you were fucking serious, man. You were serious because you couldn't just have images and videos fucking instantly load. But also at that time, algorithms weren't like predatory, or there were no algorithms, I should say. Like the community engagement that you got online was genuine. And the internet was also kind of like, I don't want to say it was less I mean, actually, yeah, it was less toxic. I'm just going to be honest. Not to say that bad things weren't happening on the internet back then. In a lot of ways, they were because nothing was like super well moderated and all kinds of stuff could happen. But I feel like it was still a lot more wholesome and interesting than it is today, right? Like, I want you to think about the internet right now, right? Like, most stuff is fed to you, right? You don't go out looking for things on the internet. The algorithm feeds you whatever you're going to think today. I know that sounds dystopian, but that's really the way we live now. The algorithm is, in a way, sort of our digital god. It tells us what we're going to think about today. You can see something. You mean AI slop? No, I actually want to be clear. I don't mean AI slop. That's actually, this predates AI actually by quite a few years. I'm talking about like, obviously AI has made this tremendously worse in a lot of ways. But like what I'm talking about is purely just social media algorithms in like their purest form. So yeah, this actually predates AI. This has been kind of a thing that started since like the early tens is when the internet kind of began to shift toward the internet it is now. So the type of internet that I'm talking about now is a decade and a half old. If you're not over 30, you probably don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But if you are over 30, you do know what I'm talking about. The pre-algorithm internet. Were you just on text forums all day? Yes. Yes. I was on, bro, I was a fucking troll on GameFAQs. Like when I was like 12 years old. And I wasn't even supposed to be on there because like you're supposed to be like 13 in order to like register an account. So I wasn't even like supposed to have an account. And I'd get on there and just make inflammatory posts. On dial-up internet. The internet was not less toxic. It was less openly toxic. You had to hoe out of your way to find it, but how algorithms promote toxicity. I feel like by the nature of it, that does mean that it's less toxic because there it wasn't that there was no toxicity. It was just that people were not incentivized to make toxic content in the way that they are now, right? Like trolls back then didn't do it because they were monetized. Trolls back then did it for the thrill of the fucking game. Now people buy a blue check mark and then they make inflammatory posts in order to make money on it, right? The trolling back then was for the thrill of the fucking game. Now people do it to make money, and so they're dedicated. So I do feel like there is more toxicity now, and I do feel like you don't have to go as far out of your way to find. I think it's both. Trey Mock, what's up, man? I was so terminally online, I'd keep my bro's house arrest monitor from dialing in and laugh at him when the cops show up. That's awesome. Bro, do you remember how like people used to like swat motherfuckers? Maybe old internet was more toxic. Because they did do shit like that. And I do think that like again, old internet definitely had like a lot more moderation problems, and it was probably, I don't know if it was more or less dangerous to be a kid back then on old internet. I would have to go back and like really think about that. But yeah, now you can make a living just saying inflammatory things that get people to click and watch, and you can basically just make content for other people who are miserable about something, and then that's it. You have financial incentive to be bad, to be a bad person, right? Which is something that I think old internet did not have, right? Okay, old internet was like, okay, you're gonna click on this video here that says like Chrono Trigger like remake for PlayStation 2, and then like when you click it, it's gonna be like a Rick Astley video, never gonna give you up, right? Rick rolling you. Nowadays, right? It was like, ha ha ha, you clicked the link, you got rickrolled. Like, people talk about clickbait nowadays. Guys, I'm gonna tell you something. Real shit, clickbait nowadays does not exist. If you were on pre-2012 YouTube, you know what clickbait is. Things that were genuinely fucking clickbait back then. And I'm talking about especially back before, like, you could like control the thumbnail on like a video. That's when people were like really clickbaiting, because they would put like a thumbnail of something and then you'd click it and then it'd be something else. Like it'd be like a screenshot of something, like it looked like a screenshot of a game, and then you click it and it'd be like a rickroll, or it would be like a frame of like potentially like a very like good looking woman or something like that, and then you click it and it'd be like something else like entirely. Like you'd click the video and it would actually not be anything that had to do with like what the title even was. Like literally true clickbait. Like you click it and it actually was not that. It was actually an entirely different thing. Nowadays, clickbait is just like, well, the title wasn't honest and transparent enough. Right? It's not really bait in the same way that it was. It's slightly misleading versus like an outright fucking lie. Like an outright fucking lie. I remember trying to find a movie for free online back then, and I got rickrolled. Right. Like you'd find like an upload that would be like Advent Children, like complete upload, and then you click it and it's like 90 minutes of like rickroll just being looped. That shit was clickbait. The shit that we fucking deal with now is click temptation, but it's not clickbait. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's like true fucking clickbait. If we're talking old internet, what the fuck does? Hold on, 1 second. I hate this thing. It's not functioning right on OBS. If we were talking about random old internet stuff, we have to talk about if we have time to talk about state of play. We want to talk about FF House. I feel like a lot of newer FF fans need to learn the deep lore. I have to go back and like it has actually been so long that I couldn't fully like recount the story of FF House for you, but general gist is that that was like people being terminally online in real life and how bad that is. But the weird thing is that I do feel like people are terminally online in like real life now. I do feel like in a strange way that we have kind of shifted to everyone is like a different type of terminally online. And so what you have is that essentially you know when you're talking to somebody and they're in a completely different algorithm than you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, have you ever been having a conversation and you can tell that this person has been on like a very different side of TikTok or YouTube? And like you can just tell that they are being fed stuff in the algorithm. And you know, it used to be like only young people were chronically online and like a subset of young people, right? So to give you an example, like people would make fun of me because when I go to school, they'd be like, "Bro, you are always on AOL Instant Messenger. Every time I log on, I see you on there. I see you as online. They're like, do you ever log off?" And now the whole fucking world is like that, right? Um, but and the whole world is like that, and it's not even just like lol. It's like, oh, all the teenagers are like that, or all the people in their 20s are like that. It's like your fucking parents are like that now. People's grandparents are like that now, and worse, people's parents and grandparents are seeing AI generated content that they don't fucking know is AI generated, and they're like, "Oh, is this shit real?" And their ability to decipher those things is not as good as ours, and so, you know, instant ramen kun. Thank you so much. Oh, they are. Even normies have become their online persona in real life. Right, right, right. And that's what's so weird, right? Like it's crazy, right? Because you could say that like, okay, you could take me and my girl for instance, right? Like two different types of internet, even though it's all on the same platform, right? And we're all experiencing, and obviously not that there wasn't different like websites before, but I think that it was not like an endless feed of content about certain stuff that was as aggressively monetized as it is now. And obviously, I know I'm hypocritical because I make videos, I feed the system, you know, whatever. And I don't think that's like inherently bad necessarily. Obviously, I enjoy content that other people make too. But I think that you know, real Spider-Man shit, with great power comes great responsibility. And so, you know, you have to be careful of, I think, what you're saying and like what you're promoting. And obviously I do my best to always try to choose my words. And I think I've gotten better at that as time has gone along. I've gotten better at whenever I need to criticize games, I've gotten better at that. But yeah, you know, not everyone is going to try to have the same sense of responsibility and the same sense of like, oh yeah, people watch this, and then regardless of whether they agree or not, they're consciously or subconsciously absorbing some of this, and that actually will affect how they go on to interact with other people. And then you start to think about that, and you think about all the stuff that like that impacts you. And then so you think like, oh shit, that's impacting me. And then, well, then I want to have a good impact for other people, right? But again, not every creator is trying to think about that. You are the best, my guy. Thank you so much. I try to be. Or at the very least, I try to continue to improve how I do things so that I can at the very least get closer to the best. The state of play will start in 25 minutes for those who were wondering. What's crazy is most people are constantly plugged into a site called Discord. Yeah. The way all my current YouTube notifications involve some form of cage for coping in the thumbnails is funny as it is low-key sad. I know. And I think that, God, man, it's just like they had Missing Link planned, but honestly, even if Missing Link was here, I don't think Missing Link would be enough. Right? Like I just don't think Missing Link would be it for like most people. Like speaking personally, I think that I would still be like, damn, I want to play like some new Kingdom Hearts. And part of that is just because I'm not into gachas, right? It's only a subset of the fandom that really is going to pick up on that. But I guess they would have something at the very least. I watch all your videos in 2x speed, so it's weird hearing your normal voice now. To be fair, when I'm editing, I have to watch all my stuff at 2x speed, so I kind of get it. I get it. I try not to have takes on other people's takes. That is my take. I think anyone can think whatever they want to think. So, oops. I'm sorry. I just keep clicking around on stuff because I'm using my mouse as like a fidget spinner. You can tell when people are terminally online when you see them in a group and they all talk the exact same way. I also try to be careful with what words I use. Yeah, or like kind of talking the same way, the same kind of like ideas and like perceptions about life, and like to our brain, we're kind of accustomed, like we evolved to be like in small tribes, right? And so whatever the kind of like talk of the tribe is, it does sink into our brain and we kind of conform to it. And that's also why, again, you have to be careful. Have you seen Pluribus, brother? Yes, I just actually finished the last episode of the season last night. And let me tell you that Vince Gilligan, dude, holy fucking shit. What bro, he is a true fucking genius. Like a true fucking genius. Holy fuck. One of a fucking kind. After Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, you would think, no way he can do it again. And then brother fucking does it again, man. He fucking does it again. Concept that just is out of this world. Right? I can't even name another show that is even like remotely a similar premise. It's just like, damn, this feels like something original and just like cool. Are we fuck Carol or go Carol? I was like fuck Carol for like 90% of it until like the last 10% where she kind of had some character development, and then she started to make some sense, and then I was like, oh, okay, I like her, and I'm positioned to like Carol for season 2 at the moment. But yeah, for most of the show, I found her I found her pretty insufferable. But I actually think that but the thing is that her being insufferable is like part of the show. It's what the series is about, right? Or what's the series about? Okay, so this is what the series is about. This shit is fucking crazy. Basically, a virus infects humanity, right? And you start watching the first episode, and you think that this is going to be like some Last of Us shit. But instead, what actually happens is that this virus makes humanity have a hive mind. And so essentially, all human beings have shared thoughts. And as a result of that, humanity becomes a like a collective that all shares thoughts and all empathizes with each other. And so as a result of that, all wars end. Basically, all violence on Earth ceases to be. And basically, it's literally only net positives. The twist is that the main character and a few other people on Earth are basically immune to this virus. And so those people are not. So the woke mind virus, are you suggesting that the woke mind virus would end all wars and all violence on Earth? That's interesting. I'm very curious that's what you think about. JD, thank you so much for the tier 1. Dude, how's it going? State of Playtime. Are we talking about the new show? Yeah, we're talking about Pluribus. So Vince is writing a sci-fi series. Goddamn, I have to look at. Yes, and it's so fucking good. It is so fucking good. If you trust my recommendations with games, then you should extend that to shows and trust me and watch it. It is on Apple TV. And I know that's very unfortunate because fucking Apple TV. But Apple TV is starting to get some bangers, man. This and Severance is pretty cool. So, yeah. Yeah. I highly recommend it. What's it called again? It is called Pluribus. Yes, Black Lion Guard just put it in chat. Cannot recommend enough. It is from the creator of Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. It's his brand new project. If you like the actress who played Kim Wexler in Better Call Saul, she is the main character in the show. So, yeah. It's Latin for of many, I think. Yeah. But I also like the fact that it's also like, it also kind of puns the idea of like plur from like the EDM community. Peace, love, unity, and respect. Right? So yeah, what a great series. Nothing Eclipse expands for me, but I'll look into it. Vince is one of the best writers / creators I've seen, honestly. Yeah. He's fucking it. Didn't Vince Gilligan do X-Files as well? I think he was a writer on X-Files. Yeah. NSP TV show recommendation list uploads. Bro, I have thought for a very long time. I'm like, should I just get into like creating content on like film and anime? Because I love film and anime almost as much as I like games nowadays. And I wasn't always like that, but actually my appreciation of like film in particular has like just grown over the years so much. And I do actually kind of want to talk about it. You guys won't even believe this, but like I halfway thought about making a video on K-pop Demon Hunters when it came out. Because I was just like, yo, this shit is so fucking cool. I also regret not doing one on Edge Runners too, like when it came out. So I feel like if something ever like really hits for me, then I would probably do it. I feel like that'd be a second channel thing because how algorithms are, but it'd be cool to see. Yeah, well, my biggest fear about it is literally that, bro, like the copyright shit is so difficult to deal with on this stuff. There is a way to do it, but to avoid like getting like a strike or anything on it, it you got to do a lot. And then even then, sometimes like any tubers still get copyright strikes and stuff, and like it sucks. I feel like I don't think this will always be a problem because I think that eventually IP holders will understand that being able to make content on videos is like a key part of promotion of their own products. So, where the fuck is Blue Eyed Samurai season 2, brother, 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 brother? You and me fucking both. Holy shit. That is another banger. If you guys have not seen Blue Eyed Samurai, please, please go and fucking watch it. Please go and fucking watch it. It is it is top fucking tier. Top fucking tier. It's an animated series as well. It has gorgeous animation. I suspect, Crossy, what's taking it so long is the animation itself. It's really good animation, and it just probably takes a long ass time to produce. And I think that's just all it is, which is why K-Pop Demon Hunters 2 is going to take for fucking ever to come out. Blue Eyed Samurai is on Netflix. So definitely watch. Have I seen Freerun? I love Freerun. Freerun makes me tear up, man. It hits me like a truck. The reason Freerun does that for me is because I think that there's just something really sad to me about being this not quite immortal, but like from the perspective of the way human beings perceive time, immortal. And you have to live long enough to love, like everyone that basically you'll get to know will age and die before you. And so you just have to go through this loop of loving people and then losing them. And you have to be stuck in that loop for basically as long as you live, right? And, you know, trying to not get attached to people, and then you do get attached to people, and then, you know, then they die. And then you're going to live another few thousand years. And, you know, there's also kind of like this like subtle sadness to it too, where it's like Lost Odyssey. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's basically Lost Odyssey, right? It more or less is kind of like that. So if you like Lost Odyssey, you'd probably like Freerun. I do think that those two series mesh well together. You know? But yeah, so I highly recommend that. Let's see. Let me go ahead actually find the State of Play stream. This is going to be starting in 12 minutes. Oh, yay. It's right here on my YouTube homepage. Wonderful. Let's go ahead and set up the scene. Do you fuck with Dungeon Meshi? I know it's really popular. I've watched like 14-ish episodes of it. It didn't click for me as much. But also, I'm not like that much of a slice of life guy. Like, I don't hate all slices of life, but it just it's just not It didn't really grip me that much, but yeah, I wouldn't say it's bad, but yeah, it didn't really click for me that hard. I think I'm trying to think of like a slice of life that I like really fucked with. Um, I did like Comey Can't Communicate. Oddly enough, I thought that was like, I thought that one was kind of like a fun watch. Um, and then what else is good anime? Uh, Don Da Don is good anime. Um, Hylian, what's up, man? Um, I need to finish The Summer Hikaru Died. That was actually like, that shit was fucking, it's fucking lit. Oh wait, I don't have this play. And then scoot up to live. Boom. There we go. Chainsaw Man is fucking goat. That is good shit, bro. That is good shit. That is premium shit. Hell yes, Chainsaw Man. Fuck yes. Um, Vinland Saga is also great shit. I actually didn't see the Reze arc. I guess I was just gonna wait till it came to streaming services. So that's good shit. Um, but yeah, I think that Vinland Saga should be like required watching for every man on on Earth. Like if you're a man, you have to watch Vinland Saga to learn how to be a better man. Hard requirement. Giant Monkey, but thank you so much for the super chat. Monster is one of the best animes I've ever watched. I highly recommend it. I always see people put it in their top. It's like a 90s anime, isn't it? I want to watch it. Arcane's awesome. Arcane's very awesome. Very unfortunate that it didn't make money though, in the way that they were hoping. Sony, give us Legend of Dragoon remake. I feel like that's not off the table anymore. Any older or classic anime that you like? Yu Yu Hakusho. Oh, of course, Yu Yu Hakusho. Matter of fact, brother, I got like back here. Hold up. I want to talk about Yu Yu Hakusho, bro. I got the fucking Blu-ray wrapped, and then I have like the other box over there too. So, long story short, yeah, I fuck with Yu Yu Hakusho. I fuck with Yu Yu Hakusho. I fuck pretty hard with Ava. Um, Code Geass is a national fucking treasure. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Have you watched Record of the Lotus War? No, I haven't. I actually haven't even heard of that. Is it good? Did you watch the old Final Fantasy, like Final Fantasy Unlimited? I actually have not watched that. Best anime? You watched the live action? Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the live action. Dot hack sign? Oh, fuck yes. Fuck yes, brother. Fuck yes. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, that's basically, if you basically made me pick a best anime of all time, I'd say it's Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I know that's a cliche answer, but it's cliche for a reason because it's the objective truth. Do you like One Piece? One Piece is just too long for me to start. I'm sorry. I know that's a typical answer, but it's just too long, too much investment. But I have finished the first season of the live action, and I very much enjoyed it. And that was like the closest that One Piece fans have ever gotten me to converting to their cult is that. because the live action was actually like shockingly good. Probably the best anime live action ever done so far, at least. Okay, let me go to the bathroom really fast, guys, and that way I will not have a full bladder while we do this stream. One sec. Okay, we are fucking back, boys. Let's go. Um, he escaped anime chat before the flame war broke out. Wait, is there one going on? Tell me you have watched Cowboy Bebop before. Of course I've watched Cowboy Bebop. That's a classic. One Piece is more loved in Japan than as a whole outside of Japan. I feel like One Piece is like another Dragon Quest type situation where like in Japan it is like the most popular thing like ever, and then kind of outside it doesn't click for as many people, and it's like a bit of a disconnect between that and like maybe like as much of his Western fans. Obviously, not to say that like neither one of them have like big Western fandoms. They do. It's just like, you know what I'm saying. It's not like proportionally scaled to like what you would expect outside of Japan, given how popular it is in Japan. If that makes sense. Oh, I played DQ11. It's an amazing game. I actually have not seen Lupin the Third. I own Dragon Quest VII Remake. I haven't started on it yet, but I do have it. Shout out to Square for sending me a code for that. It's used some places in Europe and Southeast Asia from what I've seen. Oh, okay. Maybe it is. Maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Have I played Neo 3 yet? No. Do you like Persona? Yeah, hell yeah, I like Persona. My fucking starting soon screen is actually Persona and not Final Fantasy. I would say I like Persona almost as much as I like FF, if not the same. I know I just got quiet, but I'm like so locked in, guys. I'm so locked in. Ah, fuck. Fuck. KH4 no. KH4 no. Like, the most optimistic thing you can expect here as a Square Enix fan is 7 Remake 3. But yeah, if you're looking forward to KH4, it's not going to be here. I just don't see it happening. I would love to be wrong. My heart is like pounding right now. You think that Persona will show up here? You think that Persona will show up in general? If we do see a Persona thing, it'd be for Revival. I do think we'll get an announcement of 6 before it comes out, but excuse me, it's hard to imagine getting like anything other than that. Okay, here we go. I'll turn it up.
I sense suffering here, Spirit. Do you need help?
Ember Lab. Oh, yo. Is this Kana 2? Oh my god, it's Kana 2!
A spirit guide?
Yo, and she's older.
It's been a long time since we've had one of your kind in Cosmora.
Bro.
I'm glad you're here.
Oh, let's go.
That temple has been sealed as long as I can remember. Dangerous corruption was locked inside, along with the secrets of a forgotten practice.
Oh, I'm so fucking excited for this.
Spirit guides here once used alchemy to cleanse corruption. Maybe you can do the same.
Bro. Let's look at combat.
Fear will bind you, gripping to the present, which must always pass.
Bro, this state of play is already goated for me.
Longing for the past you cannot change. Love will bind you, yearning for a future you will not see.
Bro, this looks so good.
Unbound.
Are they gonna call it Kana 2? No. Scars of Cosmora. Okay. Oh, and it's coming this year. Let's go.
Hey everyone, I'm Josh, and this is my brother Mike. We hope you enjoyed that first look at our next game, Kena, Scars of Cosmora.
After the amazing response to Kena Bridge of Spirits in 2021, the team was excited to take on the challenge of creating something even bigger and better this time around. Our partnership with PlayStation Studios has empowered us to expand our scope while still staying true to what made the first game special.
Since her adventure in Bridge of Spirits, Kena has grown into an older, more experienced spirit guide. Her reputation now precedes her. She comes to a new land called Cosmora, home to multiple distinct communities. On this adventure, Kena discovers a spirit guide's role in helping living people, not only those who have passed away. With PlayStation Studios support, we're building on everything that fans loved about the first game. Deeper, more dynamic combat, epic boss battles, a larger, richer world, and of course, our charming spirit companions.
Kena, Scars of Cosmora releases on PlayStation 5 and PC. Thanks so much for watching, and enjoy the rest of the show.
God, fuck, bro. I'm gonna go back and play the OG. Or like the first game, I mean. Fuck, I love that game. It was basically, like, for those of you who never played it, it basically was like a cross between, like, Souls-esque combat and, like, Zelda. And it was so cool, like, specifically Majora's Mask.
In the wilds of Eso, demons terrorized the land and subjugated its people.
Is this like an expansion to Ghost, or wait? Not Ghost, oh wait, what am I thinking of?
The Kitsune
Wait.
and the snake. Many fought back.
Yeah, Ghost, right?
Many were cut down.
I was like, wait, that was Sucker Punch you made Ghost, right? I have the right studio, right? Okay, yeah, I'm like, is this an expansion to... Actually, this looks like a multiplayer service game. Actually,
Nothing can stop
Yeah,
the
this
true
looks like a...
warrior from vengeance, not even death.
This looks like a service game. Ghost of Yotei Legends. Oh, it's a free DLC. Okay.
Who do you think will come out on top, Sam? Kept you waiting, huh?
Yeah, ultra wide's the shit, bro. Dude, this is already a...
I'm Mike Booth from Bad Robot Games, game
decent.
director of 4Loop. As a game designer, a core goal of mine has always been to make game experiences that offer interesting surprises and unpredictable moments that never get old. The result is 4Loop, an emergent, challenging, 4-player combat sandbox where you and your friends succeed through cooperation and improvisation, and where no two runs are ever the same. At the heart of 4Loop is a probability map, which combines alien technology and human ingenuity to plot your best path forward to defeat the invaders. Each node represents a different mission with its own risks, rewards, and surprises. Everyone votes to choose the next mission. Once you've chosen a node on the probability map, your team will teleport into the mission. You may have to collect mission-critical resources, or even rescue survivors that can offer cool upgrades from your gear, all while trying to avoid the alien forces constantly sending drop pods and kill bots to stop you. We've worked hard to ensure that there are tons of items to choose from, and a lot of strange creatures and mysterious things to encounter. For example, this weird alien plant is called a blink root, where you can collect a blink berry, which will teleport anyone who touches it to a random, distant location. All the various enemies, weapons, items, and mission objectives are all designed to interact with each other in dynamic ways that create emergent gameplay and endless, replayable chaos. That means your decisions really matter, and creativity and improvisation are key. We really want players to try things and think outside the box, like hacking an alien terminal to provide intel to the rest of the team, or being bombarded by killbot drop pods, or barely escaping with your life. And if you do die, don't worry. So long as one of you makes it back to home base, you'll be reprinted and ready to try again. The home base is a place for your team to readjust their strategy, evolve your loadout, and choose rewards from an increasing array of powerful gear and upgrades. Each act of the probability map culminates in one of multiple boss battles. This is the Scanner Boss, a huge geologic surveyor that scans for flux deposits to harvest. Its scan fields are very lethal, creating a dynamic obstacle course of lasers to avoid while attempting to destroy the boss itself. Because the scanner's body rotates like a 3D puzzle, you want to spread out and attack it from all sides. All, of course, while avoiding the slow-moving, lethal laser grids.
FF7 reprinted.
Our goal here is to create something new, where every run has you yelling and laughing and saying, "I can't believe that just happened." We're currently in pre-beta, so there's still plenty of polish to come, and we need players like you to join us in upcoming playtests. Your feedback will be invaluable in helping us make this game truly great. We can't wait for you to play it for yourselves. Now, go and fail to save the world.
Cool. Maybe.
Hugh, look!
Pragmata.
What's this?
That's the Earth. You really can make everything with lunafilament, huh? Looks a bit like New York.
Is that a place on Earth?
Can't believe we haven't found any survivors.
I haven't seen anyone besides you since leaving the vault.
All alone, huh? I know the feeling.
Hey, Hugh. What were you like as a kid?
When I was young, I was in an orphanage. I was a lot like you. I had a few bumps along the way. But I had someone looking out for me. And now it's your turn.
Yeah, they're marketing this game super hard. I definitely can't wait to check it out.
Removal time exceeding estimates. Deploying reinforcements.
This shit is going to have a sad ending, isn't it? Yeah, of course it is. Sony Donkey Kong Bonanza.
That's 6.
Final Fantasy VII Remake.
6 survivors of Raccoon City, all dead from the same thing.
Oh, this is RE9?
Yeah, that's not good. Victor purchased a building after Umbrella went under. The Rhodes Hill Chronic Care Center.
Let's see if Leon can actually shoot people in the State of Play, because he couldn't do that in the Nintendo Direct.
You okay? What does Victor want with you?
What do you mean?
He grabbed you for a reason. Did you find anything on Elvis?
Not yet. Nothing on the servers of the CIA or the Pentagon.
You are an ignorant.
It goes without saying that this is a day
Leon,
one, you know.
We're running out of time.
Capcom has just built up so much brand equity that I don't even need to see this. Like, this is just... In fact, I almost rather not see this because I know I'm gonna buy it, right?
A former T-virus researcher.
Gosh, my master.
Yeah, he shot this up. Yeah. Yeah, they can actually do that on State of Play.
Raccoon City was where it all began for me.
Oh, this is crazy.
I'm coming with you.
We can talk. What do you want to know?
I don't want any more regrets. Whatever it takes, count me in.
Yeah, it's day one, and it's so obvious. They don't even need to show anymore.
It's been a while since you've been back there.
going on.
Yeah.
Show Ada. Oh, that's tight. That's super sick.
Hi everyone,
Fuck
I'm
yeah,
Sean
man.
Benson.
And I'm Sid Schumann. We're back with a new batch of games on their way to PS5.
But before we begin, we wanted to highlight the upcoming release dates for both Pragmata and Resident Evil Requiem from Capcom. Both are coming soon to PS5 with support for PS5 Pro.
Now, let's return to the dark world of Nosgoth with an announcement for fans of Legacy of Kain. 2003's Legacy of Kain Defiance is being remastered by Crystal Dynamics and will be available to pre-order today. The final chapter in the Soul Reaver saga brings players into the conflict between the vampire Kain and his betrayed lieutenant, Raziel. This remaster boasts updated HD graphics, a new third-person camera, and wayfinding level maps.
No demo?
As well
Yeah,
as
I don't
bonus
think-
features
yeah,
like
no
character
demo.
skins.
Now, what do you have to tell me?
Lost levels, deep lore,
Maybe they just won't
photo
do a demo.
mode, and more.
I
The
don't know.
digital deluxe version
Would
of
be
the game
strange,
includes
but-
promotional comics and a playable demo of Dark Prophecy, the unreleased sequel to Defiance.
Given the choice, whether to rule a corrupt and failing empire, or to challenge the fates for another throw against one's destiny, what was a king to do?
Legacy of Kain Defiance Remastered launches next month and will be available to pre-order starting today.
Brigandine Abyss is the latest installment in HappyNet's Brigandine series, which dates back to 1998 on the original PlayStation.
I've never heard of it,
This
to be honest.
fantasy war strategy RPG tells the story of 6 heroes who rise against an empire invading with overwhelming power.
僕はキマイラ。マスターにより作られし戦闘兵器。
Enjoy deep strategic gameplay with over 100 unit classes, including knights and new types of monsters. And countless hours of gameplay, with 6 main storylines and side quests across 24 nations.
大陸の守護者たる私たちの兵をこうもたやすく。
Brigandine Abyss launches this year, and you can wishlist it starting today.
Now let's head over to Koei Tecmo Games in Yokohama for an update on the Dead or Alive series.
Oh.
こんにちは。シリーズプロデューサーの林です。
Yo.
本日はデッドアライブシリーズが新たなアップデートとともに復活することを発表させていただきます。
無限転身の名にかけて
Oh. What the fuck? What the fuck?
本作「デッドアライブ6ラストラウンド」は
Yo.
オリジナルの「デッドアライブ6」をベースにダウンロードコンテンツとして追加配信したキャラクターをセットにしプレイステーション5用の最適化新規コスチュームの追加新たなフォトモードの追加を行ったタイトルです。今後も新キャラクターや新コスチュームの配信など継続的なアップデートを予定しています。発売日同日に基本無料版も展開予定ですので、シリーズを遊んだことない方もぜひご体験ください。
あなたに私は倒せない。
デッドアライブは1996年から展開している対戦アクションゲームシリーズです。数多くの作品を世に送り出して今年で30周年になります。そのタイミングでこういった発表できることを大変嬉しく思います。では最後にこちらの映像をご覧ください。
Oh. Real? And oh, The dawn of a new chapter awaits in development for
デッドアライ
PlayStation
ブシリーズ
5.
最新作も開発始動しました。
Oh shit, a new game.
続報お待ちください。
Yeah, it looks like they're doing 7. That's cool. What is this? Oh, is it control?
Zoe, I see the spotlights.
And you're getting closer. Listen, Dylan, we're getting distress calls from the theater, but research thinks we might have a resident on our hands.
Okay.
No one should have survived that.
Then I'll hurry.
Baby Seal is like, again,
Hello, everyone.
definitely break
I'm
the fuck
Mikael
up right
Kasurinen,
now.
and I'm the creative director of Control Resonant, the game-changing sequel to Control. What you are seeing here is an early mission captured from our in-development build. We play as Dylan Faden, our supernaturally gifted hero,
really cool.
in a version of Manhattan like you haven't seen before. We recently acquired Shift, an ability that empowers Dylan to seamlessly move through gravity anomalies and adapt to the world around him.
Fuck, that's so cool.
Here
Way
we
more
are
interested in this
showcasing
than
a
the
set
first
of
game.
different
This
forms
looks
of Dylan's main weapon,
really
the
cool to
Aberrant
me.
can take, and his supernatural abilities.
So I can kind of get
There
it.
are a lot of different ones you can discover to suit your playstyle. While in combat, we encourage you to play aggressively, balancing between melee attacks and abilities.
Dude, that's so sick.
Any updates for me?
Kind of. You'll know it when you hear it. Just try to stay alive out there, okay?
Almost there, Zoe.
This is crazy, man.
That thing?
I'm still working on Trails. I know, super slow. It's like the slowest playthrough ever. But yeah, I should have it finished maybe by the end of this month, I think.
I think I hear something.
The final chapter is also
I know where the resident is, Zoe.
Than the other
I'll call
ones, I
you
think.
back.
Resonants are the dominant threat in what's our most ambitious game to date. And we can't wait to share it with you later in 2026.
Long ago, you were made for this night, to save the age of man. Half human, half angel. They call you sin. I call you salvation.
Oh. Oh, this is probably a copyrighted boy, isn't it? That's cool, though. Interesting. Oh, wait, yeah, this is the new Bloodstained? That's right, because they shifted styles, like, a lot. And it doesn't really look much like... Is that what this is? That would be crazy if this is the new Bloodstained. But I do remember them shifting styles quite a lot, so... Oh, you said it's not Bloodstained. Okay. Okay. That would, like, be, like, fucking crazy. Crimson Moon? Okay, everyone in chat was wrong. Okay, that's cool. Let's go! Let's fucking go. Yes! I have been waiting for this. This near coded music. It's so near. The graphics are really good. Ah, Sekiro! Bro, this is so Sekiro. Oh my god. Okay. This is August 4th.
Thanks to Fictions and Game Freak for that new look at characters and combat in Beast of Reincarnation.
Yeah,
It's
like
coming
basically
to
like
PS5 this
Sekiro
summer.
with like juggles.
Our next title debuted 3 decades ago alongside the original PlayStation, and it introduced the world to an iconic character. Today, Ubisoft and Digital Eclipse celebrate that legacy with
Fucking
Rayman
Rayman.
30th Anniversary Edition.
That's crazy.
This digital museum features 5 playable versions of the original game, including the 1995 PlayStation release, enhanced with new accessibility options. Discover the secrets behind Rayman's development through a long-lost playable prototype
3 decades, Sydney, I
restored
know.
for the first time. Plus,
I know,
an
man.
interactive documentary packed with unseen design documents and never-before-heard insights from the original creators.
Et à un moment, c'est Sony qui arrive en disant bah voilà notre console, on va révolutionner le jeu vidéo.
Rayman 30th Anniversary Edition comes to PS5 digitally starting tomorrow, while physical editions will be available June 26th.
Mina the Hollower is an action-adventure title from the creators of Shovel Knight. Take control of Mina as she charges into a bizarre mission to save a cursed island.
Music's
Whip
really
foes
good.
into oblivion, burrow under hazards and monsters, and hunt down secrets in a pixel-perfect love letter to handheld gaming. Mina the Hollower's release date is on the horizon.
Okay, guys.
The limited time
Here it
demo will be
comes.
exclusively
Final
available
Fantasy
on PlayStation
7.
5 tomorrow.
Reclaim. It's about to. This is it. That's Cloud.
Set years before the
He looks
events
a
of the
little
original
different in
game,
this game,
this prologue
but-
tells the story of how Alba and the wolf cub
This is
Neva
it.
first met. Alba must earn the young wolf's trust and guide her through the blighted wilderness.
Yeah, you're right.
Together, they will
If
face
it's
new enemies
here,
and
it's going to be a
endure
show
perilous
closer,
trials,
probably. And not
while
like a middle of
confronting
the
a
show
monstrous
thing.
force that threatens to tear them apart. Players can look forward to using new gameplay mechanics in all new locations. Neva Prologue launches February 19th. Up next, a tactical stealth action title from Shueisha Games and Acquire, a team with ninja credentials dating back to the Tenchu series.
don't give up hope yet, guys. We still have, it's like 30 minutes. And also, if it's here, it's gonna be like at the tail end of the show. Shueisha has a games division? Actually, that's a really good point. Shueisha has a games division, really? Now this is Final Fantasy VII, brothers.
We are the children of water, born of the goddess. You filthy creatures, faithless, soulless, unclean. This world was never yours to keep. How dare you stand in the way of purity, little king?
Say that there are crowds like it's a Warriors game. It's not that it looks like one. You know what I mean. Yeah, it definitely has that vibe, except you're playing as a giant playing chicken. Project Windless. Crafton Montreal Studio, okay. Huh.
Our newest racer has arrived! Welcome to the Galactic League! Since you're here, why not take part in a friendly exhibition race?
Oh shit, are they bringing this back? They're doing a new Star Wars pod racing game? Dang, that's crazy. That's crazy. This is announced at TGA. Oh, maybe it was. I do feel like it was, actually. That's cool, though.
Impeding! Impeding! If they weren't holding me back right now, I'd have you frozen in carbonite!
I feel like the pod racer genre is so dead. So I'm glad to see that, like, or like in general, like racing games like this are just kind of like dead. So it's cool to see them come back. And I mean like actual like pod racing, like kart racing type games that aren't like Mario Kart and not like a simulator like Gran Turismo where it's like just a car, you know? I mean like actual like legitimate like pod and like kart racers.
Brush yourself!
I was just the new 007 game.
Bond is immature
this
and
also
reckless.
looks pretty cool.
He's a bad influence on the other recruits who inexplicably fall victim to his charm.
Look, I know where this is going. Do you mind telling me why I'm here?
I would like you to join His Majesty's Secret Service.
You what?
I know all about your exploits in Iceland.
I strongly believe that there is a need for such heart and intuition in modern spycraft. That's the very reason I'm bringing back the 00s.
Need I state the obvious? He is not ready.
James, the service is over.
You're a rare breed, Bond. I should be interested to see what you do next.
009 will employ every manner of subterfuge to avoid capture.
Yeah, news on FF007.
Try not to draw attention to yourself.
For me? Housekeeping, I presume?
You seem the kind of guy who knows what he likes.
So you won't do anything.
Why she's kind of...
Of course not. I'm not an idiot.
Agents have very short life expectancy.
James Bond,
and
first
if you
soldier.
do get caught, we will deny ever having heard of you. How does that sound?
Yay, new Uncharted. The developers for 007 are cool. I've met them a few times. Oh, that's awesome. Final Fantasy VII.
I'm Peter Brown. I manage the game content team within Third Party Portfolio. We evaluate games coming from publishers all over the world, from indie to AAA. Those of us in the Third Party Portfolio team travel the world and meet with our partners. And it's even more exciting for me when those partners have been foundational to my own love of video games.
The KH4 code.
And Konami is definitely one of those partners.
Oh shit.
I think a lot of people remember Konami for being with PlayStation in the very beginning, taking some amazing franchises that everyone already knew and loved, and injecting them with new technology and new ways of designing video games that we haven't thought of before. We were really impressed when Konami approached us with their list of announcements for today's State of Play. So to mark the occasion, we wanted to try something a little different. We join you today from Konami Creative Front Tokyo Bay, not only to share some really exciting reveals for upcoming games, but also spotlight some of the key talent behind them. We're really excited about the diverse lineup they've brought today, and we hope you will be too. Enjoy.
What is this, chat? No. No. Oh!
There's one more thing I must do. One last
Yo!
punishment I must endure.
They're bringing him GS4.
Outer Heaven. He's taken command of
It's
this
finally
immense army
free.
and is now preparing to unleash an insurrection.
It's finally
Liquid's
free.
goal is to seize control of SOP, the Sons of the Patriot system that controls the soldiers.
Will you do this for me? Will you terminate Liquid?
You can finally play this game on modern hardware without an emulator, dude. Holy
When all
fuck.
of this is over, you'll have no choice but to accept death.
This is my final mission.
So began the war between Zero and Big Boss.
Do you understand, Snake? Any means necessary.
I hope that they end with like an
Just
announcement
stop
for like Metal Gear
Liquid's
Rising for consoles too, right? You can still play it on PC, but you can't play Metal Gear Rising on consoles right now. Peace Walker is also part of the collection, it
I knew
seems.
where my loyalty belonged.
Yeah. Dude, this is fucking awesome.
They're bringing nukes into Costa Rica.
We are not allowed to bear arms.
Please, you must drive them out of our defenseless country. As our deterrent.
Dude, PSP was a hell of a system, man.
Jack.
And the way they were able to push it back then. So cool. Awesome. This and like Type 0 and some other games.
Answer me! Boss!
And Metal Gear Rising. Please. Wait, if they exclude Metal Gear Rising from this, that would be crazy. Holy shit. They are going to exclude Metal Gear Rising. Dang, August 27th. That's really... Dang, they really did. Oh my god. Bro. Console fan L. No Metal Gear Rising.
大変お待たせいたしました。プレイステーション3向けのみで発売されていたメタルギアソリッド4完全トリオットはプレイステーション5でついに遊べるようになります。加えてプレイステーションポータブル、プレイステーション3向けに発売されたメタルギアソリッドピースウォーカーを含むメタルギアコレクションシリーズの第2弾となっております。メタルギアサーガのラストを飾る伝説の作品を最新ハードでぜひ体感してください。そして、現在発売中のメタルギアソリッドマスターコレクションボリューム1につきましても最後のアップデートを実施いたします。初代プレイステーション向けに発売されたメタルギアソリッドには高解像度設定を追加し、ご覧のように映像が美しく文字も読みやすくなりました。またメタルギアソリッド3スネークイーターについてもさらなる高解像度化を実現しております。本日よりアップデート配信開始となりますので、この機会にぜひメタルギアソリッドマスターコレクションボリューム1も体験してみてください。さらに今回の発表を記念いたしまして、メタルギアシリーズの始まりの物語メタルギアソリッドデルタスネークイーターも特別なセールを実施しています。 50% オフという大変お求めやすい価格で購入できますので、この機会にぜひ楽しんでください。これからもメタルギアシリーズの展開にご期待ください。そして最後にこちらの映像をご覧ください。
Enjoy the next video. Well, that's cool. That was a tone shift, yeah. Holy tone shift. Jesus, man. It doesn't look bad, it's just I was just like a little surprised there. Yeah, the MGS4 port is a huge deal, man. Huge deal. The fact that that game is finally free of PS3 hell is awesome.
In the name of His Most Royal Majesty, by the grace of God, the King
Castlevania?
of France.
It is Castlevania. Shit. Let's fucking go. Konami really is back, dude. Dude, I think this has been like a really solid state of play, personally. I'd give it like a B or a B plus so far. If they end with 7R, I would give it like an A.
So now,
or something equivalent to 7R, I should say.
Trevor
yeah, B plus
Belmont.
So far for sure. Yeah.
Last of House Belmont.
Belmont's Curse. Let's fucking go. It's coming this year. Damn, dude.
ご覧いただきありがとうございます。キャッスルバニアベルモンドカースプロデューサーの谷口勉です。今回見ていただいた映像はキャッスルバニアシリーズ40周年記念第1弾となるキャッスルバニアベルモンドカースのアナウンス映像です。これまで我々のチームは多くの方にキャッスルバニアに触れていただきたいという思いでシリーズの過去作を最新ハードでプレイしていただけるようにいくつかのコレクションタイトルを配信してきました。また多くの素晴らしいパートナーとコラボレーションにも取り組んでまいりました。そしてやっと本日新しいゲームについて皆様に報告できるところまで来ました。そのことがすごく嬉しいです。今回のタイトルではイビルエンパイアモーションツインという才能と情熱にあふれるシリーズへの愛を持ったスタジオとともにプロジェクトに取り組んでいます。これまでのシリーズらしさを大切にしながらも新しいアイデアと現代的なゲームプレイを取り入れることでキャラクターのアクションはよりダイナミックで爽快に仕上がっています。シリーズファンの方はもちろんぜひ遊んでくださいと思っておりますが、まだキャッスルバニアに触れたことがないっていう方にもぜひ楽しんでほしいです。発売は2026年を予定しておりますので続報を楽しみにお待ちください。
Listen to me. You can't stay in this room forever. I can't stay in this room forever. I know this is going to be hard. But you have to come back to me. Come back to me, Simon.
Oh, this is Silent Hill, isn't it? The fog.
I woke up in the water again. But this time it's different. I keep trying to fix what happened. But no matter what I do,
You can't fix it. It doesn't let us change things. You did what you did.
Annapurna? What the fuck? Annapurna is involved with the Silent Hill game? POV. Downfall. Oh shit. Watch the Silent Hill transmission on the official Silent Hill YouTube. Dang. Dude, they're going hard with Silent Hill right now.
A world shrouded by lightfall. Shining drops of light that bring death as they fall.
Wait, is this Code Vein too? No. Bro kind of look like Joker. Just a little bit.
Those were Her Majesty's words.
I'm going to defeat you here and stop the Lightfall.
This looks pretty cool. Gotcha game? I don't think it is. It doesn't have that vibe for me. Unless I'm wrong. But I think it's like just like a JRPG. In development for PlayStation 5. Okay, nice. Pretty cool.
皆さんこんにちは。プロデューサーの門井です。ティザートレーラーの方はいかがでしたでしょうか。レブノワールは完全新作の JRPG です。私自身を含め JRPG を愛し続けてきたメンバーが情熱を持って開発したタイトルとなります。仲間との出会い、成長、そして JRPG には大事な心揺さぶられるような展開、こちらを大事にしてナラティブというものを表現しようと突き進めております。新しい冒険が始まるというワクワク感、ぜひ楽しんでいただけると思います。今日、お届けした映像は本当に一部の一部で、レブノワール続報がこれからもどんどん出ていくと思いますので、ぜひ、楽しみにお待ちいただければと思います。
Dang, Konami really made the show, dude. A new IP, Metal Gear, Castlevania, like, that's crazy. What is this?
A man with your skill set must be able to move unconstrained, unrestricted. He must be versatile, capable.
So we have like maybe adaptable. 1 or 2 more games, and then then they close out the show. So hopefully in that time, something good happens. Again, if 7R3 is here, it's gonna be like the show closer.
He must be grounded.
NSP next video title is Konami back. I mean, I really enjoyed Silent Hill F. That was like one of my favorite video game narratives in years, actually.
I believe you are ready, sir.
Keanu Reeves? Yeah. Oh shit, this is John Wick. Oh shit, a John Wick game? What the fuck? What the fuck? That shit's tight. Keanu Reeves in a second video game, because obviously he's also in Cyberpunk, right? That's tight.
Good morning, New Cascadia. This is Joy, your community outreach liaison. It's a lovely day outside. It's quiet. Very quiet. Rainfall is expected to begin in the early afternoon and last until a long time. For those who did not wake.
Yeah, like, this game still exists.
So small among the stars.
Maybe because this like game is on like the other end of the spectrum from us.
Do not worry.
That I just don't know, but like, I didn't know that this like existed as a thing. Mickey, thank you so much for the Mira subscription. I appreciate you, dude. Welcome. Thanks for becoming a member.
This is General Dalek Reed of the New Cascadia colony on Tau City 4.
Whoever's listening, whatever's out there. We need anything. Weapons, supplies, a way out, a way back. Mayday. This is Data Green. Tau Ceti. I feel like I'm praying.
Ben Starr and Jennifer English are in this game?
We've had to do things to survive. Things I never would have.
They're in every game now.
We're monsters. We're all monsters.
For some weird reason, it has a stacked voice cast. Yeah, I'm not used to it. Like a game like this having a very stacked voice cast. That is strange, kind of.
Embrace. Embrace.
Whole aesthetic was plagiarized over this game. I didn't even remember this being like I forgot this thing even existed, honestly. I remember people talking about it, and then that was kind of it.
Hey everyone, my name is Joe Ziegler, and I'm the game director on Marathon. Today we're excited to announce our Server Slam from February 26th through March 2nd, where you can join us on Tau Ceti and help test Marathon on PlayStation 5 and other platforms. Our Server Slam features an introduction to the survival gameplay of Marathon, giving you a chance to explore the dangerous world of Tau Ceti and unlock rewards for the full release on Thursday, March 5th. For all PlayStation Plus players, we're also excited to share a collection of unique weapon charms.
So there's probably
that pay
one
homage
more
to some
game
of our
after
favorite
this.
PlayStation games, including
And
Helldivers
if
2,
7R3
Death
is here,
Stranding 2,
it would be that.
and Ghost of Yote, all
And
available at launch.
Not,
From everyone here at
then-
Bungie,
oh.
thank you for joining us on this journey. We'll see you on Tau Ceti starting February 26th.
Okay. Chat.
Hey, I'm Brett.
And I'm Kristen. Thanks to Bungie for that new look at Marathon, coming to PS5 on March 5th, with the Server Slam running February 26th through March 2nd.
Now let's check in on what's coming to PlayStation Plus over the next few months.
Oh, hell.
Up first, Marvel's Spider-Man 2 swings into game catalog next week. Developed by Insomniac Games in collaboration with Marvel Games, be greater together as Peter Parker and Miles Morales. Let's go! In this thrilling sequel, the Spider-Men must balance their personal and heroic responsibilities while protecting the city from iconic villains.
All Miles talks about is how to be a better Spider-Man. How to help you.
Marvel's Spider-Man 2 joins the PlayStation Plus game catalog on February 17th.
The PlayStation Plus Classics catalog welcomes two fan favorites over the next few months, starting with Tekken Dark Resurrection, a fantastic fighting game that originally released on PSP. PlayStation Plus Premium members can expect to revisit this handheld classic in March.
The original PlayStation version of Time Crisis brings arcade action to the Classics catalog in May. This version also offers gyroscopic aiming with the DualShock 4 or PS5 DualSense controller,
cool.
simulating the original light gun experience.
That's pretty cool.
Big Walk is a cooperative multiplayer adventure about teamwork and talking. Hang out and get lost with your friends in an open world full of challenges, puzzles, and playful discoveries.
Yeah, I don't know why they won't bring Dissidia to it. To PlayStation Plus.
That's all for me and Brett, but we still have a lot more cool stuff to show you, including brand new Saros gameplay.
Housemarque's next action game releases April 30th, and creative director
A lot
Gregory
more.
Loudon has even more systems and combat to
Thought
break
we
down.
only had an
Let's take a
hour.
look.
What the fuck? Well, no, Chad, they said a lot more. So
Finishing the mission.
That doesn't necessarily mean it's
safe.
over yet.
Oh, all right, John. I know you better than that.
Hey everyone, I'm Gregory Loudon, Creative Director at Housemarque. Today we're excited to show off our Comeback Stronger features and Eclipse gameplay running on PlayStation 5. In Saros, you step into the shoes of Arjun Devraj, performed by the brilliant Rahul Kohli, who is discovering the hostile shape-shifting planet of Carcosa. As you encounter a variety of ever more brutal hostiles, death is inevitable. But in Saros, death only means that you will come back stronger. Welcome to the Passage. You are not on your own. Interacting with the survivors of Echelon 4 will help you understand the mysteries of Carcosa.
I can't believe so many are gone. They didn't all die. Some of them changed.
This is Primary, the voice of Soltari. Here you can engage with our permanent progression systems to upgrade your armor's attributes and acquire special perks.
How long has this been on?
With Carcosan modifiers,
hour?
you can adjust
But
your
they said there's a
experience
lot more,
by, for example,
so
making hostiles tougher,
maybe they can push it
weaker,
to 70
or even
minutes?
removing
Yeah.
the second chance ability entirely. However,
so.
all adjustments you choose must be kept in balance to ensure a consistent challenge level. Primary also allows you to teleport directly to any biome that you have unlocked. This means getting back into the action quicker. It also means easier replayability the further you get into the world. Using the teleport, you can now quickly restart the selected biome and get back to where you were. And now it's time to take another shot at what killed you the first time around.
The YouTube chat on the stream, not you guys, but the one on like the State of Play stream,
an alien
they are
device.
mega toxic, bro. Mega
By using
toxic.
it, you discover that it calls the
Damn.
Eclipse.
So they're all spamming
The
like
Eclipse
hell,
corrupts
boring.
the world. It's a complete escalation of our gameplay,
Generic
our
as
audio,
fuck.
and our
Yeah, they're
visuals
saying
on
like all those
Carcosa.
things, which I don't feel like is necessarily true of this game.
Hostiles now shoot corrupted projectiles, which reduce your maximum armor integrity, but you can restore it by using your power weapon. Weapons and artifacts also become corrupted,
A
which
bullet hell
alters them
game
in
like
both
this is
positive
pretty cool,
and
I think,
negative ways,
actually.
which ramps up the challenge.
I don't care for Saros, but it's definitely not generic. Yeah,
We can't
not at
wait
all.
for you to play Saros when we launch on April 30, 2026.
That's why I only hang out in NSP's chat. It's all so bad nowadays. The digital literacy is at an all-time high. Yeah, dude, for sure. Holy fuck. It's so bad. Okay, boys. Show me Cloud. Cloud looked kind of different there.
The air trembles. Mother Earth herself senses the coming battle. The world may hate us, we still have to save it. A true team is unbreakable! You cannot stand against the storm. Feel the power of Mother Earth!
Let me at them, Storm. Limbo is waiting, and I'm starving for your soul! Time to end this.
This game is going to be huge.
I'll show you how the X-Men get it done.
Blitz is probably bricked up right now. Seeing this footage.
Initiating attack. I am all that remains of Shi'ar technology. Prepare to be disassembled.
surrender to avoid further danger.
Let's finish this!
We are stronger together!
I feel like it can flop as long as it's a solid fighting game. I don't think it will. To spread some love, I just want to say thanks NSP for the stream. It's fun, and I hope everyone found a game they're hyped for. Oh, that's awesome.
マーベル闘魂ファイティングソウルズ最新のトレーラーお楽しみいただけましたでしょうか。本当にお待たせしてしまいましたけども、こうして一番初めに X-Men のチームトレーラーを発表できたこと本当に嬉しく思っています。
We're super stoked to introduce the mutants as the newly formed unbreakable X-Men into the world of Marvel Tokon.
マジックは中間距離を大きな剣で制しながらテレポーテーションで裏回りしたりなど多彩なトリッキーな動きをすることができます。
Think of Wolverine as an unstoppable savage tank. Some of his claw swipes have armor on them, so he's literally going to be able to shred through opponents' attacks.
デンジャーは体のいろんな部分をですね武器に変形して戦うことができるキャラクターです。
She's trained the X-Men over years through battle simulation. So as a zoner in this game, she's going to set up so many traps that her opponents are going to feel like they're running an obstacle course.
This guy on the right looked like
トレーラーの冒頭では新たに紡がれるマーベルユニバース闘魂オリジナルストーリーの映像を含めさせていただきました。マーベル闘魂ファイティングソウルズ20キャラクターのプレイヤブルを実装しまして2026年8月6日に発売いたします。
Pre-orders open next week, so please check out our variety of editions and goodies, and we can't wait to share with you some more info.
Please check it out and stay tuned.
Here it is. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Oh, PlayStation Studios. Wolverine. God of War? Oh, brothers. One. 2. Oh, is this a fucking remake? Three.
Zeus! Your son has returned.
Go! Let's go! Oh fuck, let's go!
Hey, what's happening? What's happening, people? It is OGTC. That's right, the original God of War. Yeah, I'm back, baby. And I'm thrilled to bring you some exciting news about the series today, starting with that teaser that you just saw, yeah? Now look, we are happy and excited to finally confirm that, the Greek trilogy remake is now in development. Yeah, man, I know. Sit down.
Bro.
Now look, this project is still in the early stages, so it'll be a minute before we get back to share another update, right? But I'm telling you, next time we come back, we coming with something big, baby. Yeah. And in addition, since we're approaching the last few months of God of War's 20th anniversary year, we couldn't let it close without one last surprise. Now, this announcement is a passion project that will let you experience God of War's signature brutal combat, rewarding exploration, and heartfelt storytelling like you've never heard it before. I'm telling you.
Bro.
That's what you get. So, thank you for two strong decades of support.
Something.
And we can't wait for you to see what we've got cooking to keep the next 20 years surprising, fresh, and fun as hell to play. Yeah, all right, you can watch it now. Go. Why are you still here? Go.
His hair is so cool. Like, it's so thick and white. Looks so good on him. How old is he? He is aged like fine wine, I think. He still looks great.
Before I was a father.
Is this like the side scroller that's been rumored for a while?
I was a god. I was a Spartan.
Oh my god, this is cool.
Our duty is to Sparta.
Bro.
Fear is a reaction. Courage is a decision. Press your attack!
The artwork, bro.
Never on our backs! Never left behind! Always united!
And it's actual 2D art, not just 2D perspective. Yeah.
The legendary saga of gods and monsters, of tragedies and triumphs, of destruction and redemption begins here.
Heroes, be ready for Sparta!
God of War, Sons of Sparta. Oh my god. Okay, I would give this State of Play an A, even if they don't show Final Fantasy VII.
Is only the beginning.
I'd give it an A. Damn. I think it's over, boys. I think it's over. This was a, yeah, I would say like A minus. Yeah, I would give it an A minus. I think the only thing that stopped it from being an A plus for me was the fact that, you know, obviously I'm excited that they announced God of War, but then it was not further enough in development to show us anything. If they could have like concluded on gameplay footage or shown Final Fantasy VII, that would have took it to like an A plus for me. But all things considered, I would say this is like an A minus. B plus to A minus? Yeah. Dang, it's so over. No FF7, guys. I'm sorry. Bulb Sweet Bulb, thank you so much for the super chat. Past me would have been disappointed, but I'm lifting 6 trails right now, 6 games down, 7 more to go. Oh shit, you're going through like the whole trail series? Yeah, you're gonna be busy for a long ass time, bro. In 15 years when you have time to play games. Or time to play other games, I should say. That'll be like you'll have some other games waiting for you. But holy crap, man, Metal Gear, right? Another new Silent Hill. So short after this Silent Hill. Death Stranding 2 coming to PC. That was like, I don't know, guys. I thought that was an incredible State of Play. I thought it was incredible. I'm sorry. I thought it was cool. New Castlevania, new Dead or Alive, Dead or Alive 6 getting like a definitive edition. Yeah, Marvel Tokon. God of War remakes? Dude, I feel insane because I look at this shit and it's just like, I want to say it's pronounced Reliux. Thank you so much for the super chat. Here to co-sign the Trails love. I'm on game 6 as well. That's fucking awesome. It's taken me forever to just beat Sky. But I will try to get through as many Trails games as I can, for sure. I'm excited for second chapter as well. I mean, just look at this. I mean, yes, I know we as a stream chat are like watching another stream chat, but like, What do people want? What do people actually want? I don't even know if they showed like Kingdom Hearts 4 or something, if people would even be happy. But I'm pretty happy. Dude, I've felt like that was good. I felt like that was good. Like, what the fuck? Am I deranged? Am I detached from reality, from the expectations of other? The broader gaming culture has become driven, has been driven to a relative low point due to outrage culture. Yeah. I mean, outrage culture has basically destroyed gaming to the point of where, I mean, people don't even want to watch like videos where you appreciate a game. They just want to watch like shit where you like are just mean and upset. Yeah. So just seeing my DMs after my Dragon Quest 7 Reimagined review went up. Only a few death threats, but a lot of negativity. Yeah. You were prepared for it though. Yeah, it's not even only gaming. Outrage culture is in almost everything these days. It is. It is. But it's because social media algorithms reward engagement, right? They don't reward necessarily like perceived quality of content. They just reward whatever makes them money, which is what keeps you on the platform longer, right? And things that, and I want to say that there are studies that shown this, but you're more likely to look at and engage with something for a longer period of time if it makes you angry than if it makes you happy or any form of like positive engagement, right? So if you read something really stupid, or you see like a really stupid TikTok or something like that, that is like designed to make you upset, then you are more likely to watch it for longer than you are something that's like, yeah, okay, I agree. You got nothing, your title says, I know, but I'm still happy. The biggest gaming streamers tend to be the ones who just crap on 90% of what they play. People just want to see them dunk on everything. So then they see new announced games through the lens of I'm sorry, I lost my place. Through the lens of wondering how their favorite streamer will hate on the new thing. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like outrage has just become like the entire meta of like the whole internet and like everything, not just gaming. But you have a Discord chat? I have a Discord, yeah. It doesn't get as much frequent use, but I don't have the link for it right now, but it should be on any of my videos. There are still positive streamers like Maximilian Dude, yeah. But like I feel like for every Maximilian Dude, there's like a ton of like hyper angry guys who are just angry all the time, and all they do is just talk about like, I'm so angry. This state of play covers a broad spectrum of genres, a mix of very close to release games and far off projects. It had shooters, puzzle games, multiplayer, single player. People will still call it ass because it didn't have the one game they wanted or convinced themselves would be here for, with no supporting reasons. The show is far from bad. Did it cater to my taste? Not really. But I have a brain and I can separate my subjective from the objective reality. Yeah. I would say like objectively, this was like an A- show, right? Like it's an A- show. They covered pretty much every base. I think that no matter who you are, no matter what kind of gamer you are, like Crossy said, if you're watching this, there was at least one game that you would be interested in, right? Like at least one. So Clax, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Sony looked at all the games Nintendo didn't have and packed the presentation with only games that weren't Nintendo, weren't on Nintendo. Give the guy who planned this a praise. Yeah, I guess other than like Pragmata and RE9. They didn't spend too long on each game except maybe RE. Right. I feel like they had like a very consistent, well done cadence. So, yeah, me personally, not disappointed. Not disappointed at all. I feel like it was really solid. I'm not upset. Like, I have an interview and early access preview going up this evening if you're interested. Oh, yeah. Be sure to send it my way. For sure. Well, no announcement probably means they're going to miss the release for the 30th anniversary. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. You baited us. I did bait you. But that's my job. I'll change the title now that we know. I'll be like February. I'll just change it to February 12th, 2026. I think my stream title on Twitch was a lot more accurate. State of getting played. I missed it. Did we get Final Fantasy? We did not get Final Fantasy. We tried to get Final Fantasy. We got God of War trilogy remakes and a God of War 2D platformer, which looks pretty cool. Change it to most disappointing PS5 showcase and rack up them views. Yeah. I mean, like, that's like an easy grift to do, right? Especially because you can always be like, worst PS5 showcase ever, or state of play ever, and that is like super easy viewership, right? Because people want to know, how bad can it be? Do you think FF7R3 will be on the Japanese anniversary or the US anniversary? I mean, if it was going to be on one, maybe the Japanese one, since that is the first release of it ever, you know? I didn't completely waste my time because of RE, but I heard 30th anniversary and debuted on PlayStation for at least 3 things, and it admittedly mad rage baited me. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm not saying that anyone doesn't have the right to be disappointed that their favorite game was not there. I just want to be clear about that, for sure. People would see this showcase and say gaming is dead. Yeah. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I do think that, and I know I'm a hypocrite by saying this because obviously we were looking forward to 7 Remake, and the big announcement for me here is, the big announcement obviously for me is God of War trilogy remakes, but, yeah. Okay, so I think we'll call it a stream since we've been going for 3 hours now. Unfortunately, no new FF7 thing to talk about today, guys. I'm sorry. However, I do have some exciting stuff that's coming up for you guys. I am going to be streaming. I think you have to let me test it tomorrow morning and make sure that it's working. But if it is where my PS4 Pro, that is, because I haven't turned it on in like 6 years, 7 years. But I had to turn on my PS4 Pro, and we're gonna stream episode Dusky. So I hope you guys look forward to that. And we will probably do Platinum Demo too, if it's possible. And that's going to kickstart off our Final Fantasy 15 retrospective. Well, it's going to be like probably 2 videos, right? So it's going to be a development video on Final Fantasy 15. And so we have the development of Final Fantasy 15. That's going to come first. The development of Final Fantasy 15 is actually going to be like one of the most challenging videos I've ever made, actually. To the point of where I may have to even, and I'm sure you guys may actually be interested in me doing this, but I actually want to stream some of the research that I'll be doing to make the video. And what that entails is like we'll actually go back and rewatch some of the active time reports from back then. So we'll watch some of the active time reports, and you know, find some irony in them. We'll play episode Duskai and Platinum Demo, and we will try to dig up pretty much every old interview related to 15, related to the conversion of Versus to 15. And we're going to do like a super deep dive on it. So that will happen. And then after we've completed that, then we're going to move into a playthrough of Final Fantasy 15, where we replay the game and we'll just basically go back through it. And I'm going to play Final Fantasy 15 in a different way than I normally have played it before in the past. I think the last time I played FF15, basically every time I played FF15, I was kind of dismissive of the combat. Are you going to mainline 15 or do lots of side content? I'm actually going to try to do some side content because 15 is such a short game if you mainline it. It's like unbelievably short. It's like stupid short. So I actually think we'll do some side content. So what I want to try to do is I want to actually try to go into 15's combat, and I want to try to actually be able to do cool stuff with the combat and actually be able to play it good. Because normally whenever I play 15, I'm not going to lie to you, I really phone it in. Because the game just never pushes me in any meaningful way to like engage with its combat on a deeper level. So I'm going to go in with good faith and see if I can actually find like sauce in 15. Did I finish Trails in the Sky first chapter? I'm on like the final chapter of Trails FC. I need to just go ahead and like dedicate like a whole weekend to actually finishing it. But I think everyone is convinced I dropped it. I have not dropped it. It's just really hard to stream long games like that. Especially with my super inconsistent schedule. So in Royal Edition, you can switch between party members, right? Yeah. So obviously we'll be playing the PC version when we do like the actual main game, because the PC version is the best version of the game. It does have a memory leak in it. So periodically every like 2 hours, you may see me resetting the game, closing it out and opening it back up just because, just to combat the memory leak and prevent the game from crashing and all that type of stuff. So I'm going to do like a good faith playthrough of 15, and kind of my goal with doing this also is that I think every video out there, including the ones I've made, are looking at 15 kind of through the lens of Versus. So, and I've made plenty of videos where we look through 15 through the lens of Versus. And obviously, it's impossible to not talk about Versus when it comes to 15. But what I kind of want to do is just really focus on looking at Final Fantasy 15, the game that released, and its development, and looking at Hajime Tabata as a director. So it's going to kind of be like a shift away from a lot of the stuff. And I don't even think that, and I know that this goes back to like the kind of critical lens, but I don't even think you need to go back to Versus to really be like, damn, there's so much cut content from what this game was supposed to be. Honestly, the 15 project itself has so many things that unbelievably just like like holy shit, like they cut this and they cut that. And as you go back through old trailers and things like that, you can really see just how much they cut from this game, right? Like you know, just the fact that like, I mean, even the fact that in episode Dusky, they basically teased that they had different armatures that you could unlock as you went through the game. Like there were different types of armature. And then the final game doesn't even have that anymore. I also think it's really insane, and I'm going to make a point to talk about this, that they essentially entirely reworked the game's combat from the demo, where they were like, I mean, essentially people didn't like the weapon system of episode Dusky because they were like, oh, I want to be able to control what weapon I'm using at any time, right? Because originally it was like a deck. Like you set which weapons you'd use during certain things and you'd basically craft your own combo in the menu. In hindsight, I do think, maybe I'm wrong because I haven't visited episode Dusky in so long. I do think, like, looking back in my head, maybe that was a cooler and more unique system than just like, hey, you can switch between all of these different weapons. And it also did kind of feel like it felt like a waste to do, I don't know, to just have that system and then just be like, fans didn't like it, so we threw it away. Or like we completely changed our mind because of the fan feedback. And this is kind of a common theme, obviously, we're going to talk about, is just how they were too reactive to fan feedback. How they were like, oh, fans don't like it, so let's change everything that we had last minute. And obviously, as you guys know, maybe some of you don't know, like Final Fantasy 15 had an insanely short development period, right? I'm not talking about Versus. Like the actual game that we got was rushed together like none other. And obviously you can feel that when you play the game. It's super clear. But they had to get a game out in like 3 years. That was the deal. So they just hit the fucking ground running. You know, you go back to like the first, like the Final Fantasy 15, like E3 trailers. You go back to this and it's just like, hold on. These models from the PlayStation 3 build of Versus, and I think that's actually like what these are, is like the PS3 Prompto here. But you can look at these models and you can tell this shit is not finished. Like, what the fuck is going on with Gladio here, right? He doesn't look right. And so it's like stuff that like, and obviously this is like just like a proof of concept like thing, right? Just fucking misses like entirely, and that combo doesn't even connect. And so I'm like, and stuff like that makes me think, okay, maybe this isn't faked gameplay, because why would they animate him missing the fucking combo like that? Okay, do you guys see what I mean? I'm kind of like, Yeah, the clunkiness may mean that it actually was like real footage and like yeah. So I don't know. I really actually don't know. I think maybe it really was like actually like maybe it really was actual like real footage and not a render target. We don't know. But I think I remember hearing after the fact or like years later that it was like a render target, but this is real running on Ebony Engine. If you look at the E3 2013 trailer, you'll see frames dropping. Okay, you're probably right. Again, it's been so long since I've like actually like studied this era of 15 that I'm probably bullshitting right now. And I don't remember things super clearly. So we do have to go back, and this is what I'm going to enjoy about doing this. I'm like super excited about this project. Bro is just swinging his sword. That still happens in 15 where attacks don't connect sometimes. Yeah. Wait, he jumps over the guy, warps around until he's back in front of him before attacking. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that. And then let me see if I can find it. It's so old. I doubt I could find it. Behemoth. No, none of this is it. It's like fighting a behemoth in Insomnia. Dang, it's like impossible to fucking find. And only like true 15 heads know what I'm talking about. He fights a behemoth. It's in Insomnia. It rains. This is like a tech demo from like 2014 or 15. Fuck. Yeah, there's no way to fucking find. I have this footage like saved on my PC, I think. But I don't think I have it. I don't know where to find it on YouTube. I don't think I know where to find it on YouTube at all. Damn. It's in the active time report? Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. But dang, I would never. Oh, Pez. Good memories. Good memories. Was it in an active time report? Actually, I don't know. I'm like searching like Final Fantasy 15 like rain because I remember like they showed off like the weather effects. You guys know what I'm talking. Oh fuck! Here, dang. Lol. Lol at the quality. Okay. I fucking love this thumbnail. The plan, the pain. So true. So true. Oh man. Okay, I can't find it. I'll find it obviously later on. But fuck. Just get off work. What I miss. Metal Gear Solid 4 is coming to modern hardware, Nico. That is what you miss, brother. So I hope you're excited for that. I know you will be. Okay. I think that is going to conclude our stream. If you are on Twitch, we're going to raid my brother Subtext. And if you're on YouTube, I love you all the same. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And I will likely see you all tomorrow if we can get the episode Dusk Sky stream going. Okay, guys. See you later.